This meeting is being conducted in compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall. We request anyone wishing to address council, please wait for the mayor to recognize you. Please state your name and address for the record, and kindly remember that all comments must be kept to 3 minutes or less.
Thank you. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, a moment of silence? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Conrad?
Here.
Councilmember Coons?
Here.
Councilmember Roy?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Curry?
Here.
Mayor Sippel?
Here. Okay, we have a special event. I'll call it today because it's not evening. It's actually in the afternoon. We're going to honor the Lower Cape May Regional High School mock trial team. And, on behalf of myself and all council, I want to congratulate all your whole team for winning the state championship. And at this time, I'd like to ask Coach Barber, Mr. Castellucci, and the entire team, please come forward, and council, come down and join me.
Yeah, way to go, Cape Tigers.
Why don't the students line up over here facing the audience? Their families around there, okay? Mr. Playfield, you're invited to come up as a school board member. We're not going to leave you out.
I want to borrow my suit.
You better with the man.
Now, just so you know, this is going to be very informal, taking pictures tonight, okay, or today, rather. So we're going to actually do one student at a time, and you can take a picture with the students anytime you want, and we'll do a group shot, whatever shot you want to take, okay? So before we get started, I'm going to ask Coach Barber to say a few words and kind of lead us to why we're here tonight, or today.
You know what, most of you folks have heard me talk before, so I have nothing else to say other than these kids are going to win the national championship. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind they're going to win the national championship. So, and you know what this program can do for these kids, so please keep it going. It's a great program, isn't it, David?
It is absolutely wonderful.
It
Very
creates
proud.
people like us.
That's right.
Okay.
You're a much better coach than I was.
So I am going to turn it over. Where would you like it to go
I'll
next?
take it. Thank you. Thank you, Coach. And maybe some of the students here can give some application, Mr. DeFrankowitz, and one day maybe you'll be sitting up here with the council. I won't be around, but maybe you'll be up here. But we have certificates. I'm going to read one certificate, and they're all the same. Certificate, congratulations, presented to will be the student's name, Lower Cape May Regional High School, mock trial team. Congratulations, your 2021 state championship. Your hard work, commitment, and strive for excellence proves you are one of the Lower Township's finest, signed by Mayor Frank Sippel. So the first certificate is an I. Davids. Here we go. Congratulations. Nicholas Frey. Young man. Congratulations. Elise Hem, or Heim. Congratulations, okay. Holly Caravanas. Olivia Longshore. Close one. Congratulations. John Payne. There you go, John. And Coach Barbara Bakley Marino.
I'm hiding so I don't.
Didn't forget you. Congratulations. And we also have a plaque to present to Mr. Castellucci and the coach also. So you both can come over, please. And it says, congratulations, Lower Cape May Regional High School mock trial team on winning the 2021 state championship. All the students' names are there, and Lower Township is proud of you, presented on this, we're a little bit ahead of the game here, we're 19th of April, okay, but we have May 3rd, and Mayor Frank Sipple, Deputy Mayor David Perry, Councilman Tom Conrad, Councilman Kevin Coombs, Councilman Roland Roy, and Township Manager Michael Laffey.
That's a lot of letters on
That's a lot of letters.
That's a nice
They're all
job.
spelled right till we check.
I know. So nice, guys. Thank you.
Let's get together for one big
you very
picture.
much.
When we get close. Anybody wants to take pictures can come up front.
Keys or whatever. Litigation, say, no. Right.
Don't go anywhere yet. Hold on.
You know, my son back in the 80s.
Thank you. Congratulations again, okay?
We'll let you know in 3 weeks.
I hope you're back up here again.
I hope we will too.
All right, thank you. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break so people can exit. You don't need to hear us talk.
Maybe.
Thank you. Do now.
But his kids
Gary.
were just magnificent. I mean, they were all so damn smart.
That's it. I mean, listen, that's great.
And they all stayed friends after all those years. You know? They're like,
Congratulations.
Even better up there. Oh, glasses so I can read.
Every year they come away with it. Pretty correct.
There we go.
They specialize in sports. I do too. They really do.
John, he lives
You
around
know,
the
that
corner.
could be a turning point in anyone's life. That's really,
And Nicholas. I've been dealing with the Crusaders for a while.
The one on the end in front of you is Elise. She's a friend of my daughter's, and she worked at Yuri's last year as a busser for the last couple of years for me. So.
Hey, it's good to see him doing this.
and I didn't even know that was going on until
the readiness store.
Okay, we'll move on. Down to the consent agenda, or any council comments on consent agenda?
No comment.
No council comments. Any comment from the public on the consent agenda only? Okay, close the public portion.
Approval of the minutes and closed session minutes from the April 19th, 2021 meeting and resolutions 2021-148 through 2021-152.
Do we have a motion to move forward?
I'll make such a motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
Resolution number 2021-153, this is the resolution for emergency temporary appropriations.
Any council comments? Comments from the public? Close the public portion. Need a motion? I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2021-09, an ordinance amending Chapter 90, Police Department of the Code of the Township of Lower, enacting Article 4 in order to establish a police chaplain program for the Lower Township Police Department. This is the second reading and public hearing for this ordinance. This ordinance has been published, posted, and made available to the public.
Thank you. Any council comments on this?
I'd just like to say, I think it's a great idea. I know it's been unofficial for quite some time with the police department having a chaplain, and this just makes it a permanent position with that police department. That's it.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Anybody else on council want to comment? Anybody from the public want to comment on this ordinance? Close the public portion. Is there a motion to move forward?
I make a motion, we move forward.
I'll second a motion.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coombs?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sipple?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2021-10, an ordinance amending Chapter 552, smoking of the Code of the Township of Lower to prohibit individuals from smoking marijuana in public places throughout the township. This is the second reading and public hearing for this ordinance. This ordinance has been posted, published, and made available to the public.
Thank you. Any council comments on this ordinance? We're on council comments. We're not open to the public yet, okay? Anybody from the council want to comment on this?
No?
No comment.
Okay, now we're open for the public comment, sir.
I think it was,
State your name for the record.
Jim Sanford, Diamond Beach. I had asked for an explanation on this, and I saw the last meeting's minutes, where the other attorney had went into great length as to how it was going to impact public and non-public areas. One of the issues that I was concerned about was that the public areas of the private beaches, where we have the high tide marks going down, since they are open to the public and the beach behind them is private, how is that going to play into this ordinance?
I would just, Mr. Franklin, you want to comment?
I think that was one of the issues that Mr. Belasco researched, and ultimately, the way the ordinance was written, and when you asked the question, when was it, a month ago, I wasn't completely familiar with it, but it's private property. The public does have access to that watermark that you discussed, but that access is really not for the public to loiter in that area. It's basically access to and from.
Right.
That's private property.
So it's basically going to see...
Yeah, it's up to the property owner. I mean, based upon the definition of the law that our ordinance is sort of follows, private property.
We'll have to see where it all winds up.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully folks will use whatever discretion.
Yeah, hopefully. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Anybody else from the public? Okay, we'll close the public portion. Is there a motion to move forward?
Motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coons?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sippel?
Yes. Move down to Mr. Laffey, manager report, please.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I only have a few things to cover. First of all, I'd like to, I'm excited to say that Mitnick Park on Jonathan Hoffman Road unofficially opened last week. I know we gave them an extended timeline because of weather, and they couldn't do some of that work in the winter weather, especially with all the rain we had with that surface that they poured under the playground. I've been by there a few times. It's loaded with kids during every soccer game. There's going to be a ribbon cutting for that park on Wednesday, May 12th at 11 a.m. So then it'll officially open with your blessing. So they did a good job, and it's just something to see what's going to happen in some of the other parks throughout the township as well, which leads me to Clem Mulligan will be the next park that we're going to renovate completely. That should start shortly after the next council meeting, after May 17th. It was awarded to Fred Chavone Construction. The total cost of the project with the construction element is $2,744,364.55. They've worked on another park in Avalon that they did a great job, so I'm confident that that company is going to do a great job for us here in Lower Township in the village section of the township. Also, the other thing that's happening, these are all recreation kind of activities. The HVAC system was approved, and they held a construction meeting on April 23rd, so as materials are delivered on site, that project should start very soon as well. And I'd also like to take a minute to congratulate Keith Pallick, a longtime recreation staff person over there, on his retirement. I worked with him back in 1989 for 8 years. I was actually the assistant superintendent when he was hired. I know that Keith will be surely missed over there. I just want to congratulate him and moving forward in his retirement. That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Just to touch on that Clem Hogan field, I believe the open space grant we received, like 1.2 million, was it, something like that, to
Yeah.
offset the cost?
1.2 million
Okay.
of that. There's a small cities grant we got for $400,000 as well.
Okay,
That will be applied to that total.
great. All right, thank you. Any questions for the manager? Anything?
No.
Okay, we'll go right down to public comment. Anybody from the public wishing to comment, please come to the microphone. Again, this is not question and answer period. It's a comment period of 3 minutes or less, so please come forward.
Just checking on Jim Sanford, Diamond Beach. Just checking on progress of the EMS situation. As I understand it, it's been extended for a third party. And I'm wondering, did you get any feedback? Or-
Yeah.
This is public comment. There's not questions and answer period, sir. If you want to talk to the manager, call him tomorrow.
The reason why I'm doing this is that I just wanted to go on record that, you know, there is a concern that
Okay.
I've been following up on this for 9 months. I mean, I could have had a baby already, and so far, we haven't really produced anything other than a whole lot of talk. Now, I am aware, and that's part of my comment, is that 37% of the Lower Township responses are being pushed out to mutual aid. I'm aware that the website that Lower Township Rescue Squad has does not have 60 employees, does not have 10 officers, and does not have 50 workers. Now, from what I'm understanding, and I've talked with Middle Township, Cape May City, and a lot of the other areas, the rescue squad is having a hard time covering the night shift. Now, I understand you're hiring 14-something an hour. I mean, that's ridiculously low as far as I'm concerned. Anybody that works in EMS should be getting at least $20 an hour. Now, I'm not seeing any progress anywhere. I'm hearing offers were made from Wildwood Crest, and nothing's being taken advantage of. And we're about to hit May 30th, and we're going to have 6,000 people on the beaches of Diamond Beach and Wildwood Crest that are going to be looking for aid. Where will we stand? I mean, why don't you answer it, Mr. Conrad?
I'm not answering any of these questions for you. I've answered before, and you didn't like my answers no matter what the facts were, so
All right, well,
I'll
what
try the
about...
facts.
Mr. Stanford, this is a public comment, not question and answer.
Well,
okay?
but where else are you supposed to get your answers?
You can make an appointment to Mr. Laffey. He works here during the day, and he'll talk to you about any kind of questions you have.
Okay. The one question that you're not going to answer is you're not going to tell me whether or not we're getting a third party.
This is a public comment. What else do you have?
Okay. One other item, too, and you want to bring it up, Sue?
I can, yes, I'll state my name and all. My name is Susan Zumar, and I live on Diamond Beach, and I'm concerned, resident, pertaining to a letter I got from Engineering Design Associates. There are 3 duplexes being constructed on my street. I know in the past, people have brought pictures in of a flooding issue that we have. The street that's located 1 block west of mine, between Park and the Bay, has no drainage whatsoever. Everything, it's not pertaining to tides, by the way. The water, when it rains, comes down the street. The sewers are never cleaned. Everything fills up. There are areas that are flooding in our street. These people are putting in 3 duplexes. I've questioned them on the phone today. Where is the sewers? Where is the new drainage? They said oh, it's underground. I said, where? When has it been constructed? Oh, it's going to be constructed later. He told me Lower Township approved it. I said, well, where does the water go? He said, in the ground. There's no new drainage there. It's my comment. The street is flooding now. So when the new homes are put in, what's going to happen? We're going to have more water, and there's nowhere for it to go. And the drains aren't cleaned. So that's my comment for right now. I received this correspondence. I was asked to send comments to the EPA. In reference to this, we have 45 days to respond, and I am getting all my neighbors to respond to this, and we want to know when someone's going to do something with the flooding in our street. That's my comment.
All right,
Ma'am?
thank you now.
Ma'am, what street?
Richmond.
Richmond. That was for the manager, so he could get it looked into.
We have pictures, we've submitted them before, at some of some other meetings that I was unavailable to attend, but we have a major problem here. All the water, it's not coming from the tides. It's coming from the street, and there isn't proper drainage there for it to go anywhere. And it runs down, like there's a little, it's like an incline from the bay down, but it's coming from the street behind mine, the block behind mine. I'll be more specific. It's Richmond Avenue, one block north. One block, not north, one block west, I'm sorry. It's coming down. There's no drains on that street at all. There's homes. There's a full block of homes with no drainage.
Okay, so if this meeting's over, if you can give your phone number to the clerk, and we'll look into this and we'll get back to you on the telephone, let you know where we're at with this, okay?
Right. Well, I spoke to this construction company on the phone today, and he basically said that there's drainage there, but I came over earlier today and looked at your prints, and I have what I have here, and I don't see any drainage whatsoever.
Okay. If you can leave us your phone number, we'll get back to you.
And he also pushed it back on Lower Township. He said, you approved it.
We don't.
Well, it's probably planning and zoning. We don't do, that's a
Yeah,
different
he's
board
trying
action,
to say you
okay?
approved it, and
So-
you're fully aware of all
No,
that.
it didn't go through it didn't go through our board.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
That's what I was going to say. It sounds like our land use board approved it, but it also sounds like the approval was subject to all other outside agency approval, at least those outside agencies having jurisdiction over the project, which is
Right, well,
what I
he,
think is this letter from Engineering Design saying, we have to get EPA or NJDEP approval, and they have a comment.
he said he said it's all been approved, and I said, no, you're incorrect. I said, this
I'm
has
not- I
been
don't know.
submitted to EPA, and we have 45 days to respond and has not been approved. He's trying to tell me it was. But you know what's really bothering me? And this is my point. These duplexes are being built as we speak. They delivered wood today. And we have issues that no one has addressed prior to them starting construction.
And, I mean, this
And why
council
would,
wouldn't be aware of.
I know, but why
whatever the
would,
drainage
why would
plan
we get
was,
a
sewage
letter
plan
that's submitted
was.
to the EPA after the fact? They're being built. And I have to me, it's, I think, I used to be in design and construction. When we did a project, all the utilities and all those things and drainage was all done ahead of time, not after the fact, not when the buildings are being constructed. That's I don't understand this, and that's really what's annoying, because the properties that are going in, because of the way that they're designed today, they have to be raised. Well, no, the new properties aren't going to be flooded out, but all the other homes on the street are.
Definitely get a letter in. But yeah, we don't know anything about the
Okay,
construction.
all right, thank you so much.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public want to comment?
In regards to what Sue brought up, Roland, this is the same street you and I had a discussion about back in the fall, where I called up the Public Works, and they told me that, hey, we got to go down, and we got to unclog these sewers. These are the same street that I've had the discussions with Mike Laffey in regards to water is always underneath the grate. It never drains off. Nobody has gone down since last year, despite many phone calls, to get this street to drain properly. Whether it's a problem from a previous contractor, I have no idea. But Richmond and Rochester both have this problem. Richmond even more. Now that they're putting 3 more duplexes up the end of a street on the lot that flooded before, it's only going to compound Sue's end of the street in regards to that's where the water's going to go. Nobody is cooking anything into any type of storm sewer, and the storm sewer that's there doesn't drain. It takes days for the street to drain out. So in regards to that, we discussed this. This is part of the infrastructure issues that we have in Diamond Beach. We just keep building and building, and we don't add on for storm drains, we don't add on for more trash, we don't compensate any of that. We just keep saying, well, you know what, we'll take the property taxes and we'll walk away, and if we got to fix something, or maybe we'll throw a swing in the park or something. That's it. That's the sad part of all of this, is that nobody is listening to our concerns.
Thank you. Anybody from the public? Anybody else?
Bill Greenfield, Villas. I got another storm drain issue for you. Mentioned a couple times over the last couple of years about the outfall line between New York and Ohio Avenue, how it doesn't have a boot on it. Well, over the past couple months, instead of the water going straight out from the end of the pipe, it's diverting to the right. It's actually like cut a channel and goes down like maybe 20 yards and then goes out to the bay. But what's happening is it's starting to slice into the dune, and when you go to walk by it, like if you don't want to walk down on the beach through the water coming out, if you want to walk up above the pipe, now you're walking into the dunes and there's a drop off like 6 feet down. It just keeps eroding away and eroding away. So you might want to look into that maybe. You can get down there and dig that out so it starts going out straight, but
We'll look
you're
into it.
actually walking in the dunes now.
What street, Bill?
It's between Ohio and it's behind houses.
New York.
Yeah,
I'm sure Gary will know where it's at.
Yeah.
it's one of the ones that we had to go on their properties to get permission to put the outfall on.
But yeah, it just happens sometimes with some of them outfall lines, they start going to the right instead of straight out.
Yeah, and with the water, how it's cutting through stuff, there's nothing we could do about that almost.
Right, but it's like you're actually walking through the dunes now to get away from that channel. So go down there, you'll see it. So, okay, thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public? I'll close the public portion. We'll move down to council comments, and I'll go first. Today, the governor announced several changes to the executive orders that he had in place. He relaxed some restrictions. I'm not going to read every paragraph of every restriction he relaxed, but I'll just touch on the big ones. The large venue outdoor capacity has been changed. Dance floors of private cater events were addressed. Permit carnivals and fairs to operate music business at capacity were addressed. Bar seating is now allowed. Buffets are allowed. Complete removal of all outdoor gathering limit, indoor gathering limits. Complete removal of all percentage capacity limits for indoor and outdoor businesses and houses of worship, and indoor large venue capacity. Again, these are just the topics, but there's a lot of information per topic here. You have to kind of get in there and read to make sure we're in compliance with the governor's executive order. Just as a reminder, the Ville's VFW will have a memorial service on Memorial Day at 11 a.m. May 29th, the pool passes go on sale for Lower Township. And another reminder, June 5th is Shred Day at Township Hall from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And that's all I have. I'll turn it over to Deputy Mayor Perry.
No comments, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Conrad?
Glad the mayor brought up the county open space about Mulligan Field. I was going to bring that up, but that's okay. Real quick, for everyone living in the part of the village where States Avenue, we've been asking when they were going to get the paving done. Well, they came in the last 2 days of the month, knocked it out, but of course it was a lot of fun trying to drive through it without noting when you're leaving your house and trying to go to work and stuff and finding they're digging the road up on you. It is done, it is nice, and now we're just waiting for all the other projects to finally get finished. There's a lot, I know there's questions about the north end of the villas. They'll be done shortly. Other than that, have a good night, stay safe.
Thank you. Councilman Coombs.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm glad to hear about the governor's announcements because I would like to get back to some normalcy here. Also, again, I'd like to congratulate the high school mock trial team.
Thank you. Councilman Roy?
Yes, I would also like to congratulate the mock trial team. I was very excited to see these fine youth here this evening and to know that they're excelling in that area. Speaking just off the top of my head with the clerk, and, these opportunities these kids have in this township are overwhelming. And for them to participate and do so well, it sets the example to raise the bar for the rest of the children. And I'm very enthusiastic and sure that they're going to go places. So job well done to the mock trial team. Also, to echo Councilman Coombs' comments about the governor easing restrictions, for one, I'm certainly ready for it, and hopefully we can get back to normal. That's it.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move down to the closed session.
Resolution number 2021-154, a resolution providing for a meeting not open to the public in accordance with the provisions of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, NJSA 10:4-12. This is for attorney-client privilege.
I'll make a motion to move forward.
I'll second.
Councilmember Conrad?
Yes.
Councilmember Coon?
Yes.
Councilmember Roy?
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Mayor Sibley?
Yes.